to it. Now, if memory serves right, the only tender locomotive stock from the southern region I have are Bullards, and that's about it. I got Q1, a couple Merc Navies, and I think it's a West Country. Either way, in a way, I'm sort of lacking in southern motive power because I only have post-war steam in tender engine form anyway. Tank engine form, yeah, I got pre-grouping designs such as the Terriers and the O2 tanks. But apart from that, nope. So, I did a little online shopping and got me one of these. It's a Lord Nelson. No, not Lord Nelson. Oh, yes. It's an N15 King Arthur. Why the hell did I say Lord Nelson? I guess it's the similarities because the Lord Nelsons and the King Arthurs do look very similar. It's even mentioned on the back of this. I'll be damned. And in a way, this kind of is a pre-grouping design because LSWR and 15s. But what makes this sort of unique is this one is a model of the very last of the class. Now, I've had first batch locos, well, first of a batch, or actual class leaders, but never the last loco of its kind. Then again, I got Evening Star, the 9F by Bachmann, so yeah, kind of tripping on my own toes on that one. Oh well. Enough nattering on. Let's get her opened up on the layout and see what she looks like. Okay, here's the locomotive on the layout, and that's the glare from the light, before anyone asks. Now, I got this locomotive for, I think it was 150 New Zealand dollars, so that's about 75 quid. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now, before I open this, I just want to say I've never had a locomotive before that's had basically 4 locomotive CME names tied to it. Robert Urey is, of course, the original designer. Then there's Richard Maunsell, Dougal Drummond, even Oliver Bullard has had a crack at these. And I'm just thinking, wow. The only thing I know that can come close to something like this is Stanier's Black 5, because both Fairburn and Ivet had their takes on the Black 5. Slight modifications, of course, but still. The fact they did work on a good design, this impresses me. Alright, we open her up, and I can't forget showing the info for all those watching. Feel free to pause and read, because I'm doing this upside down. And we have a nice little designer drawer in there. That's actually quite nice. Okay. Let's open it up properly. She's a snug fit. Very snug fit. Alright, gently put that aside. And grab the usual paperwork. Right. Then 15. And it actually just tells the usual stuff. Ooh, how to add the detail, lubrication, the gosh darn plug, which I'm glad it's a ice block packaging and not that stupid styrofoam packing, because otherwise I would have to end up plugging and replugging it every time I want to use it or put it away, which would drive me insane. Just saying. Yeah, it's actually quite very nicely done, this. Even the tendril detail. That is very nice. I like it. Brake. And then we have the brake rodding. And it does both variations of the tender. The bogie and the 6-wheel variation. I do like that. These days, the brake rigging is normally factory fitted to most locos, so let's see here. Detail pack. I just had to open my big mouth. There's some brake rodding right there. I think that's for the locomotive. So the tender rigging's already fitted. Sweet. Give her a shake. See what we have else in here. I see a NEM coupler, front stats, back pipes, steam heat pipes, and cylinder drain cocks. Oh, very lovely. Very lovely. Alright. Moment of truth. Where's the... Oh, there we go. That's tight. Nice. Sort of like... Feels like tissue plastic, weirdly. It's odd. Alright. Get this little gem out. Put all this aside. Okay, just a bird's eye view top of it all. It looks beautiful as it is. I mean, the way the lining is and that's quite a heavy coal load though. Far out. Okay, now carefully now. We get a side view of it, the rods, the nameplate, the piping, and that's beautiful. I love that. Lining's good. The underside, oh, that's very nice and clean. Ah, knew it. Tender braking was fitted already. And we got NEM couplers, that's always good. Brown buffers, even better. I mean, that copper piping, that's beautiful. Alright, put her down gently. We're going to get a front look of her. Well, first of all, side look from here. Again, she's beautiful. Front of her. If the autofocus plays nice, there we go. Nice detail, very lovely. Bogey's a little loose compared to what I like, but I can't argue. And from this angle, I can actually see the windows are very nicely glazed and lined even. As if they actually have trim. That's brilliant. Okay, moment of truth, the cab. Oh my good gosh. Look at that. Oh my gosh, a cream roof and that detail. That detail, oh my gosh. I love this locomotive and I haven't even ran it yet. That's brilliant, I love it. Now, I bring the camera in a bit closer for this. Too close, but alright. Because I just want to test something here. Because normally big tenders like these, coal loads are removable. This does look removable. So, oh, it is. Sweet. I just got myself a pair of needle nose tweezers, so it's easier to remove in a sign of sense. There we go. Would you look at the size of that for a hunk of fake coal? I mean, I do like this molding work of it, but oh my good gosh. And then again, you see the rivets in that under here. And is that a bit of, yeah, that's part from the, that wee pimple there is from the mold injection, but oh well. Apart from that wee little bit there, the rest of it is beautiful. I mean, I can see why they're called water cat tenders. They're flipping massive. They are flipping massive. I mean, wow. And they obviously got a good supply of coal. So if and when it comes to me putting my own coal load into this, I'm going to take my sweet time. And also going to take the body off this for good measure as well. Because last Hornby tender I coaled, I found a nasty surprise as it was actually just a panel fit one, not a full molded hopper. So, oh boy. I'm going to have to give this a good going over before putting 1 gram of coal in. So, yeah. But apart from that, she's beautiful. Love it, and love it. And for the sake of the video, I'll just put this finicky coal load back in. There we go. Nice and proper. Alright, let's set the camera up so it's for a crawl. Okay, we have our locomotive on the rails, and I never thought I'd say this, but this thing's more of a pain in the butt to put on the track than a LSWR Pacific. More specifically, a Bachmann LSWR Pacific. Because there's so many wheels, and the bogie tender, it's a bit of a doddle, but if you got a railer or something like that, it's easy enough. Now then, let's just see how well she crawls. Whoops, wrong way. Got a little motor noise. Okay, there she goes. Not too bad. I've seen worse. I have seen worse. Then again, I think this is a bit of an old model. Couple years at least. So she's not doing too bad. She looks alright. Oops. That jitter was my fault, by the way. And that was a control stroke because it's not exactly a smooth one. Especially since this is the first time I'm actually, second time I'm running trains on my new setup. So naturally there's a few teething troubles. But yeah, it seems alright so far. So what I'm going to do is when I have this at the model club is hook it up to a sort of post-war pre-nationalization train consisting of Southern stock, of course, but I know with the BR, I think that's the early crest and all that, it won't look prototypical, but I don't give a darn about prototypical trains really. Because I think rule 1 of model railways is run what you like, do what you like. Or something along those lines. So, until then, this should be a quick and simple run by. If the points were not changed. Whoops. For kicks and giggles, I'm keeping that failed attempt in. Purely for laughs. But this time all's well, and oops.
Would you redo the coal in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's just slow down. Right there. Yeah, it's probably. Could have
Sorry. Yeah, mate.
it's only 15 I think.
Wow, it's yeah, sort of remember, right?
Egg.
No, I'm Liam. I'm Rodney. I'm not fully yoked.
Before something.
Yeah, it's called blood, bones, organs, muscles.
BS. Yeah, those I took off a merchant navy and fitted them on.
Oh, it should be just underneath the track.
It's going alright,
Just
David.
on the other side of yeah. It'd be nice if I could find the blue bonnet that's for that.
Oh yeah, for the set.
That's 1972. All I did is took the red bonnet, put it in the pack.
Just going in up well.
Yeah.
I remember when. Yes, it just runs, sounds like it's freer.
Because they're all DCC,
Yeah.
and they, for some reason they won't run on the DC layout.
Oh yeah.
One thing you'll find, a lot of the shells are released.